right, so trusting your instincts during birth. So a lot of times, you know, we go into labor having this vision of how it's supposed to be, where we're going to be, what we're going to be doing, how we're going to get through it. And this was especially true for me. You know, I teach childbirth preparation. I write about childbirth. I mean, my whole life is birth. So of course, I had this very clear vision going into my home birth. And my main vision was that I would be in the birth tub most of the time, and that the birth tub would be amazing, that the warm water would be everything I needed, and I would birth my baby in the water and she would float into the world and it would be this beautiful thing. But the reality was my instincts during labor kept pulling me back to the toilet, a very unromantic place to be during labor, but alas, that's where my instincts pulled me. And I kept fighting that instinct. I kept saying, no, 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 I want to be in the birth ball, or I want to get into the tub. But the tub, it just, for me personally, it can be amazing for a lot of women, but it just didn't feel comfortable to me because I kept feeling like I was going to have a bowel movement during birth. And I just felt uncomfortable doing that in the tub. And so what happened was when I was in the tub, I was almost like clenching and I wasn't allowing my body to open and release. When I would get on the toilet, I felt more comfortable opening and releasing because obviously that's like where we have bowel movements. That's where our body is used to opening and releasing. So and that is also ultimately where I gave birth, on the toilet. And I really believe that if I had not listened to my instincts and I had not just let myself go to the toilet, just sit on the toilet, that my birth would have taken a lot longer. And if you listen to my birth story video, you will have heard that I had 2 really strong contractions, reached into my vagina, didn't feel anything, thought I still had hours to go. The next surge, the head was halfway out. And that was on the toilet. I was sitting on the toilet. My daughter's entire head came out when I was sitting on the toilet. And then I stood up and her body came out. She didn't fall into the toilet, but I pretty much birthed her on the potty. And so this is all to say, allow yourself to trust your instincts when you're birthing, even if it goes against what you thought you were going to do. And this might mean, you know, you've been birthing for 6 hours and you're at the hospital, and while you said, I absolutely will not get the epidural, if, you know, for half an hour, for an hour, your instincts are saying, just get the epidural, it's going to allow you to sleep, it's going to allow you to whatever, go ahead and get the epidural. If you went to the hospital and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to get all the drugs, but then your instinct during is like, no, actually, like, I think I really want to do this without any intervention. Follow those instincts. Essentially know that the number one person that you can trust during labor is yourself. You can trust your instincts. And of course, we have doctors or midwives with us that are making sure that we're staying healthy. They're checking our vitals. They're checking the baby's heart rate. You know, if emergency comes up, then obviously, you know, we might need to put our instincts to the side and allow these medical care providers to treat us. But more often than not, you can allow yourself to follow your instincts and do what feels best for you during labor. And that very well might get you a shorter, easier birthing experience. So don't be afraid to follow those instincts during labor. And it's okay if that means that you didn't have the birth that you had envisioned, because what it means is you had the birth that you were meant to have.